Hey guys, in our English video lesson today, we're going to explore some of Dr. Sam Harris's ideas on the topic of artificial intelligence and learn some vocabulary in the meantime. Let's do this.
You have to imagine that you're going to be in the presence of something that is, again, it could be completely unconscious, right? I'm not saying that there's something that's like to be this thing.
Okay, that phrase, I'm not saying that there is something that it's like to be this thing, alludes to an essay written by Thomas Nagel entitled, What is it like to be a bat? So, what is Sam Harris saying here? He says, I'm not maintaining that this artificial intelligence will necessarily have an internal experience, will be conscious.
Although there might be, and that's a totally different problem that's worth worrying about. But whether conscious or not, it is solving problems, detecting problems, improving its capacity to do all of that in ways that we can't possibly understand. And the products of its increasing competence are always being surfaced, right?
Okay, let's talk about the word competence, which is one's ability to do something very well. So we will be witnessing the products of this exceptional ability to do things very well by artificial
Right.
intelligence.
So it's like we've been using it to change the world. We've become reliant upon it. We built this thing for a reason. I mean, one thing that's been amazing about developments in recent months is that those of us who have been at all cognizant of the AI safety space for
Okay, when you are cognizant of something, you are aware of it. You have sufficient knowledge of something. It's a good word. It's a bit formal, but let's pronounce it together. Cognizant. Cognizant.
you know now going on a decade or more for some people, always assumed that as we got closer to the end zone, that the labs would become more circumspect. We'd
The labs would become more circumspect. It's an adjective meaning very careful, wary. If you are circumspect, you will not take risks easily. Let's pronounce together circumspect, circumspect.
be building this stuff air gapped from the internet.
Air gapped from the internet, isolated completely from the internet. So air gap, I believe, is a security measure that involves making sure that computers and perhaps other networks are not establishing connections to the external world.
It's like we have this phrase air gapped from the internet. Like we thought this was a thing. Like this thing would be in a box, and then the question would be, well, do we let it out of the box and let it do something, right? Like, is it safe? And how do we know if it's safe, right? And we thought we would have that moment. We thought it would happen in a lab at Google or at Facebook or somewhere. We thought we would hear, okay, we've got something really impressive, and now we just want it to touch the stock market, or we want it to touch our medical data, or we just want to see if we can use it. We're way past that, right? We've built this stuff already in the wild. It's already connected to the internet. It's already got millions of people using it. It already has APIs. It's already doing work. So that, I mean, from an AI safety point of view, it's amazing. Like we didn't even have the moment, the choice point we thought was going to be so fraught.
Fraud is a good word to learn. It's an adjective. When something like a situation is fraught, it is worrying because there is a risk involved. There's a lot of problems involved in that particular situation. It's very difficult to handle or deal with that particular set of circumstances, fraud. Anyways, I hope you've learned a word or two with my video lesson. Catch you in the next one.